Honey, we are back at it again. Now, earlier I reported a nasty, horrible um, news of this transgender diva, Sidney Starr. Okay, going around here looking for your kids. Man, it just makes them, when they say, they're coming for your kids, they're coming for your kids. Honey, it just makes it so much worse. So, Sidney Starr, the transgender diva, has been caught preying on young people, underage people, and she was arrested the other day in Georgia at a hotel room with a 14-year-old, okay? So I do have some updates on that. They are saying that she is speaking out about it. She's confessing. Can you believe this? And her mom is also have something to say too. So we're going to dive right on in. If you guys comment, feel free to do so. I want to know your thoughts about all this. My thoughts, I think it's just disgusting. I think it's horrible. I think she have an illness. I don't think this was the first boy or child that she preyed on. I think if you looked on her cell phone, maybe you'd find a whole bunch of boys. And you know, if I was a parent, I'd be upset. I'd be like, I want STDs to be taken, all the tests be taken, okay? You don't do that to my child. You don't prey on my child like that. If my child is going to get involved with a transgender or some shit like that, let them be while they own age. Not no grown-ass person that's in their 40s and 50s. That don't even make no sense right there. The same way I get on with these niggas, I'm going to get on with her as well. And I don't got to misgender her to get on her ass about this. All right, so comment, let us know your thoughts. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to put this up here. This the mug shot in the middle. You see them with the braids and stuff? And I believe this is their mom. Not sure if that's her mom or not, but I'll show you where I get this stuff from. So check this out. There it go. Bam. Here we go. Update: Sidney Starr mugshot allegedly for being a child molester. Oh my God. And I thought she was a TV star and doing all this stuff. And you over here looking for kids? Oh, that's demonic. That's truly on demon time. Okay? You're a whole transgender. You got your rights as a transgender. Go and sit your ass down somewhere, but they can't sit down somewhere. They after the kids. They doing something devious. So, and honey, we ain't gonna get on that. So let me give y'all the update what's going on here. So here it is. This is one of the updates. As you guys can see, it says Sidney Starr mom is reportedly shocked by her arrest. Believes her daughter wouldn't engage and shit with a minor. Well, honey, yes, your daughter would. Yes, your daughter would. And that's sick, you know. And your daughter been allegedly rumored with so many different men on social media. Oh my God. I feel sorry for that child that had to endure that. I feel sorry for the mom and the father that had to find out that this grown person was preying on their child. And you know, earlier today it said that it was sodomy, meaning that she was using her man meat and, you know, roughing him up. So the confession seems to be different. So you guys see the sodomy, that means going in that back door, tearing that back door up. So I will read the comments in a minute, and as you guys can see, this is a new update. It just came out 49 minutes ago. So here it's another update I got too. Here, let me just go here. Okay, where's the other update? All right, so here it is. This is the confession. Sidney Starr denies sexual assaulting the minor. Now, if you saying you didn't do it, then how in the hell, why are you in a room with a minor? You're going to have to explain that. You shouldn't have been in no hotel room with no minor, okay? Following recent arrests, despite being accused of performing oral, you know, so I guess they accused her of oral. But I saw that sodomy too. That means some ass play. Let's not add. On a minor child under 16, allegations should not be mistaken for a fact. So she confessed, and she's confessing she didn't do it. Now, do y'all believe this shit? So they just making up stuff on her? Are they just picking on her because she's a transgender? Sidney denies it, being involved sexually with a minor. So what do y'all make of this? Comment, let me know. Press 1 if you think they got it wrong. Press 5 if you believe her. What's going on? Man, so they just pinning shit on people at this point. What was the boy in the room with her? Like how man. Y'all. So reading here, Sidney also urged the public not to confuse the allegations with facts. All right, so she said, don't be confused. She made a statement with TMZ. She said, denies the allegations and plan to fight the case through legal process. So she said she did not do it. She said she's innocent. Sidney also urged the public not to consume allegations with facts. Public opinion should never replace due to process. She added, Sidney went on to ask that her case not be used to judge or stigmatize the transgender community. Bet not, because I wouldn't do no shit like this. You couldn't catch me in a room with no underage boy. Underage boy don't got shit to offer me. He's a child. He can't provide for me. And I like big, strong, manly D's, okay? I'm not into no damn virgins. So you better not get it confused with no transgender. You right. That's Sidney shit. That's that baddie shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in her category. We are not the same. She go after minors. We ain't the same. I'm not even going to entertain a nigga that, even if it's questionable. If it's questionable, you got to have some hair on your face, nigga. You got to have some hair on your chest. That pocket got to be fat. I want to know where you work at. Okay? Shit. What you got? Where your car at? Okay? Hell. So, I don't mess with bombs. And, so we are not the same, honey. Okay? Don't get me confused with them other trainers. Okay, so authorities have charged Sidney with SA battery against that 14-year-old and sodomy. She remains in custody as the case moves through the court system. Did y'all hear that? Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So she said she didn't do it. If your ass ain't do it, what the hell you doing in the room with an underage minor? That's what I want to know, right? What your ass doing in the room with a minor? Somebody said this sounds like the lady that had the other page. This is her. I got a whole bunch of pages, baby. Hell, come correct, boo. I got a whole bunch of pages. So, what are y'all thoughts about it? Put in the comment section. All right. People are saying whatever Sidney is accused of, they believe the accuser. Prayers for that child's mental state and recovery, you know. So why was Sidney, I think she got a sickness, you know, because if I ask anybody else, why would you be involved with a minor? I believe that you have an illness and you have something for kids and you're going to prey on kids. You know? So, whose child you got in the room with you? What you talking about? I don't got no child in the room with me, nigga. Who child do you got in the room with your ass? Okay. Don't try it, bitch. She knew he was not done. It says, even though she apologized to Chingy, this is her karma. I don't think this got nothing to do with Chingy. I don't think karma works like that. Because I don't even understand how y'all say that shit. Well, this is her car. No, she did this. She messing with that boy, that underage child. She's a pedo. This don't got shit to do with no motherfucking Chingy. Shit. And the quiet is kept. I think Chingy is a homosexual. I've seen so many signs. And then they just recently called him a homosexual. Press 1 if they just called Chingy a homosexual. I know a homosexual when I see one. Where's Chingy wife at? Why he don't got no wife? Huh? Because he's a homosexual. It's a lot of these homosexuals. Is she is this content creator, is she guy? Bernard, what you trying to say? If you trying to call me a nigga, just say that. Don't act funny, motherfucker. I'll F you up. Shit. Don't play with me, nigga. Okay, it says that area where she was arrested is right near the airport. I hope this also didn't involve trafficking. Oh my God. So she's into trafficking kids. Ooh, do you think something happened to her when she was a child? And that's why she thinks she's okay. She's another R. Kelly. Because you know R. Kelly did that stuff, right? Sick shit with the kids. And then they were like, R. Kelly was touched too. And that don't excuse anything, because you know better. Yeah. Uh-huh. It says karma doesn't have to come the way you dished it out. I hear you. I don't agree with it, boo. You know, that's how you feel. I don't agree. This got nothing to do with karma. I believe she got arrested because she was doing wrong and she was doing inappropriate stuff with a minor. She was involved with a minor some way, somehow. Okay, I don't know if they tricked her. Is she a prostitute? Do she prostitute herself? Huh? And she thought it was a client? I mean, help me out here. What, is she into prostitution? See, I don't understand. And y'all ain't saying shit because y'all don't know shit, I guess. It says, looking here at these comments, so why was she at a hotel with this young guy? And where is this young man guardian? Is there to report? Yeah, a hotel sounds like escort service to me. Sounds like prostitution to me. It says she might be prostituting because what's her talent? Child, what's the rest of them talent? Starting shit and being messy. That's what it is. She's on these shows fighting and carrying on. It's so sad, you know. If you're a transgender, you don't gotta scoop this low. You know, you could do something better for your life. Have a better life. Y'all talk about how pretty you are, but hell, you're pretty and going to jail. You're pretty and you still ain't amounting to shit in life. What is pretty gonna do? What is pretty gonna do, boo? Man. It's sad in these streets, right? He was found in a hotel with a minor. They meant to say she. Y'all gonna get enough of misgendering motherfuckers. Now, when these niggas call you a cisgender, I don't want to hear no fucking crying. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Okay, don't start no shit. Won't be no shit. Okay. Why does it say she? Because she's a she. That's why. Why you so pressed about a motherfucking she? Okay. Well, they not really saying that in the comments over here that I'm looking at. So yeah. So that's that, folks. So I just wanted to clear the air, give you guys the update on her. The update is that she's confessed and she said she did not touch that boy. She did not have any dealings. She's going to fight it in the legal process. But something have to happen. They're just not going to charge you in the state of Georgia just for charging you. What in the world were you doing involving yourself with a boy that young? I thought these baddies was out here entertaining rich men. I thought they were living a lifestyle of yachts. But that goes to show you, a lot of these baddies, they live in a devil life. They're living a disgusting life. Because if they're not out here preying on kids, they out in Dubai getting shitted on, okay? The only thing they care about is aesthetics. The only thing they care about, do I look pretty, okay? And that pretty ain't getting them shit, but some trip to the damn clinic and a trip to the goddamn jail cell, okay? Okay, you better have some intellect. You better have some smarts. You better have some morals and values for yourself. Some boundaries for yourself. It's no reason why this individual is involved in no scandal like this. I ain't never been involved in no scandal like this, honey. Okay. I did hear a hotel employee actually call about Sidney and the boy. but I'm not confirmed. Oh, well, tell me what you heard, child. Tell me something. So, honey, a employee worker called. It was now you know it's a damn shame if people around the hotel can look at the situation and be like something ain't right. And Sidney Starr, she's known. She don't look like a mother. She don't look like a person that's wholesome. She looks like a slut. You know, all those baddie girls, they look like a slut. They got a reputation of being sluttish and whores and using their bodies to get shit. So they already knew what time it on. You know, a slut with a young boy. Oh yeah, something up right here. So you know, it's a damn shame. I mean, it's a lot of mothers out here looking like sluts too. I can't forget about your mothers out here, y'all looking like sluts. It's a damn shame. I'm glad my mama ain't never looked like no slut. You know, my mama ain't never act like no slut. I ain't never see her cleavage or her ass out or hearing her been with all these different men. But this is what you bitches love to do, okay? This ain't no damn baddie. Well, yes it is, because all the baddies they love going to jail. They love fighting each other. It's another baddie, Crashout Rock's sister says she's a pedophile as well. So this is up the baddies. All you got to do is have a whole bunch of makeup and a whole bunch of fake ass hair and dress like a slut and you a baddie. You know, anybody can be a baddie. Anybody can be sexy at this point. Sidney ain't no baddie. No way. She's a baddie, child. She's a baddie is not a good thing. I wouldn't want no be no fucking baddie. Who want to be a baddie? Not me. I ain't no fucking baddie. Hell no. Ooh, what else y'all got to say about this shit right here? Sidney, her whole reputation is trash, ain't it? It's done for, honey. She better ask Crashout Rock's sister how did she... But Crashout's sister, she did not get arrested. But Crashout Rock did expose her sister for being a pedophile. Ooh, my God. My goodness, I tell you. Oh, hang it up flat screen. They said all these 304 city girls are the baddies with bonnets on. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not my cup of tea. I'm not hanging with no fucking baddies. Hell no. Hell no. Ooh. Any other comments y'all got about this? Any questions do y'all have for me? Because you know I'm a transgender, right? So ask me any questions about this. You know, ask me. Come on now. We're trying to build a community. I heard she had bottom surgery. That bitch lied. She says she lied to y'all. You know she's a liar, just like she lied on Chingy. You can't trust whatever she says. She's a liar. She's known to be a liar. So no, she didn't have bottom surgery. She still got that thing. Dick and nuts. Okay? They said it's male on her ID. Yeah. It said, who is a transgender? I know Sidney is. I'm a transgender, child. I was born a man. My parents raised me as a Christian man, okay? I am. Hell yeah. Ooh, I made a change. It's all right, you ain't know. Shit ain't your business to know, okay? What goes on in my body ain't nobody business, but I'm gonna tell you. So ask me a question. I got 50 channels. Yes, I got a lot of channels. I got 50 of them. So ask me a question, any question. It could be a transgender related question or a question towards this Sidney Starr. It don't matter. It says, I did see a TikTok where a lawyer is saying based on the charges, she's potentially facing life in prison. Maybe she's going to face life in prison because you know it's politics season. And you know what I feel about that? I feel like I'm offended. I am offended as a transgender because you make the whole transgender bitches look bad. You know what I'm saying? They already trying to paint the transgenders as fucking molesters because the white men are known to be molesters, because the MAGA men are molesters. So therefore, they need to pin the molestation allegations on a different group to get the heat off of them. And you already know what time it is. Hell, you a transgender diva. You always on the internet talking about transgender this, transgender that. And you doing some shit like this. Hell no. You need to get your goddamn title snatched. Hell no. I don't like that shit. Honey, make me want to take off my transgender badge. I'm not one of this. Give my ass a whole different name, okay? I don't associate with this bullshit. Okay, she makes a whole. Ooh, but you know what? That is right. She does make the whole LGBT look bad. But you know what I'm learning? I'm learning from the straight community. You know why? Because when R. Kelly did that shit, did black men come out here? Did black straight men say R. Kelly make the whole black men look bad? No, they did not. Black men stay in the news for unaliving, stay in the news for molestation. Now, do black men go around and say, damn, you make all of us look bad? No, they do not. And they'll let you know this don't got shit to do with me. So I'm going to learn from the black straight men. I'm going to take a page out of their book. The same with the women. When women out here getting accused of being molesting kids and killing kids with their womb, they don't feel like, hey, that don't got nothing to do with me. They separate themselves from the bullshit. So I'm going to learn from them, honey. Okay, separate my shit. Yeah, that's Sidney. That don't got shit to do with no transgender. That got everything to do with Sidney. That got to do with Sidney Starr. Okay? I just feel like when you're an advocate, you should not be doing no bullshit like that. If you know you got issues, you know you got a drug problem, you know you got a problem with kids, I don't think you need to be an advocate. I think you need to sit your ass down and maybe allow somebody else to fill that seat because, honey, what goes in the dark always going to come to the light. And you're going to do more damage than anything. Now everybody got a question. Everything, you know. How many kids have you done this to? You know what I'm saying? When you out here with your titties out, your ass out, are you really trying to solicit the kids? Are you coming for the kids? Okay. Honey, make me want to look at everything different now. It says, do like Mariah. We don't know her. Yeah. We don't know that ass. This has everything to do with her and not the LGBT community. This is her flesh. Yeah, but you are, yeah, that's true. It have everything to do with Sidney. We understand that. But we do understand how politics works. We do understand that she's so popular and she has been known to be an advocate for the LGBT. So the people that is against the LGBT, they are definitely going to use her as a weapon to tear down the LGBT. I can't blame them because that's how the game is worked. That's why I feel like if you're a big figure and you got an issue and you got a mental illness with kids or you're doing some shit, just step down from your position, okay? And I just step down, God damn it. Hell, go get some help. But I didn't see this coming. And I've seen some transgenders on the internet. They was like, you know, they're not going to say anything until all the truth is going to come out. And I understand they want to stay, you know, with their transgender sister. You know, just like how black men did R. Kelly. A lot of black community, they was like, I'm not going to tear R. Kelly down because they want to know and they don't believe the girls. You still got black people in the black community that still believe that R. Kelly is the best thing since sliced bread. So you always going to have those groups. But I guess I'm just not like them. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. If you messing with kids, I'm going to call that ass out. I think it's horrible. It's gross. It's disgusting. Just like I call out church people. Pastors do this shit. All of y'all do this shit. And usually people get molested by somebody in their family. And that's why I was like, damn, did she know this man? Did she know this boy? Was this boy a stranger? How did they meet? Do you wonder how did Sidney and this little boy met? How did they meet? Was she going out into the park and he was at the park? Was she at the basketball court? And she said, hey, little daddy. I mean, what was it? You know what I'm saying? Did she meet him online? Did she meet, like, where did y'all even meet at? She was at a function. Oh, they said what function? A club. What is that? At a club, a function. You mean a function? You mean a club? So the boy was at a function? Stevie gonna say damn ads. What, Stevie, y'all haven't been donating to my Cash App, so I need to get some income somewhere, Stevie. Damn. Okay. I think they set her up. Oh, they set her up. They have a lot of those people doing that these days, acting like they're a certain age to catch a predator. Oh, okay. They set her ass up. In order to set her up, the kids have to confirm. They have to tell you, hey, I'm 14, you know, and she have to say, okay, I'm okay with you being 14. I'll do X, Y, and Z. So, you know, she's still a predator if she's willing to fuck around with a 14-year-old. You know, you still a predator. What do y'all think? Do you think she's still a predator? If she did not have sex with this 14, is she still a predator if she wanted to? In your book, press 2 if she's still a predator. In my book, yes, you are still a predator. In my book, you don't got to mess with no kid. If you think about it, you fantasize about it, your ass is a predator in my book. Okay? How do y'all feel? Okay, that's how I feel about it. There's not a setup. She was down. That's the setup. They can tell her a certain age, and if she agrees to it, they meet her somewhere and catch her and arrest her. Well, she should have blocked their ass. That's just horrible. And that let you know she was meeting up with all different type of 14-year-olds. And you supposed to be an elder in the community. You know? Why can't you teach these young boys the way? You know, if everybody's looking at these kids as sexual objects, then who's going to be the elders that support and love on the kids? Because you can't fuck on me and say you love me, you know? So shame on her. If she would have, honey, let a nigga tell me, 14, 15, 16, block, blickety block, block. I'm not playing them motherfucking games. Get off my line, nigga. I'm not about to ask you no questions. Soon as I see that 1-4, 1-6, it's blocky time. I'm not desperate for no peen. And a child peen at that, can't no child peen doing shit for me. Do you know how many niggas I got? And I like grown dick niggas. So that's not even in my forte. Okay? If a nigga sound too young, he sound like a girl to me. He sound too feminine for me. I like masculine men. I like niggas with that deep voice. I like niggas with hair on their face. I like niggas with hair on their chest. So, honey, I never get caught up in no shit like this. Okay, we is not the same, honey. We is not the same. Okay. And I like having conversation. If you can't stimulate my mind, then we don't got nothing to do. You know, what is a conversation about? You don't got shit in common with a 14, 15, 16-year-old. What are y'all conversation? It wasn't about no conversation because she was too worried about getting involved in him in a sexual way, you know, and that's sick. That's sickening. But you know, it's a lot of shit like this happen. I don't want to shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna say nothing. No. Ooh, I have to catch myself. Well, any questions y'all got? 14-year-old will get you 25 to life in prison. Well, bye-bye, Sidney. You did this shit to yourself. Do y'all feel sorry for Sidney? Press 7 if you don't feel sorry for her. Press 9 if you have sympathy for her. I don't have no sympathy. And I'm a transgender, and I don't got no damn sympathy. I sure don't. I sure don't. Ain't time out. Ain't this bitch on? Don't they supposed to be on hormones? Huh? Hold up now. Don't these bitches supposed to be on hormone therapy? I don't think these bitches on hormones. They need the Lord. They need, man. I need to get off this topic. Why is your sex drive so fucking high? Okay? Is the pills not working? Okay? Shit. I'm on therapy and my sex drive is not high. Hell no. I'm not even thinking about sex most of the time, most of the days. Shit. Michael, you heard me. Michael, I got what you got, nigga. We the same, nigga. Okay? Michael, get your ass out of here, brother. I don't know why you want to leave. Shit, what's there to run from, Michael? We both got dick and nuts, nigga. Hell. I see you on a basketball court, nigga. Ooh, I got Michael running, honey. Michael, I don't want your ass. Michael covering up his ass. I'm not into no ass, Michael. Okay? Michael, this ain't no motherfucking Diddy party. Okay? Ooh, they said the value of a man's ass that went up. They said Diddy offered $4 million for Cat Williams' manhole. Look, I'm not interested in no manhole. I ain't never been interested in no manhole. Okay? That is not my forte. Ooh, got his ass running, honey. Ooh. Oh my God. About to have him hard and confused at the same time. That's his problem, not mine. Ooh, with any other questions y'all have for me or any whatever, any comments, all right? Whew, all right. Well, I try to keep you guys informed what's going on. It is a shame. It's sad in the transgender community. Another one of them is caught doing some trifling shit. I wish some of her girlfriends would have said, this ain't right, Sidney. Go get some help. Well, maybe she kept it a secret. Maybe nobody knew that she had a thing for kids. Okay. Let us know if T.S. Madison. She probably going to say something about it. I mean, after all, didn't Sidney Starr betray T.S. Madison and went on Tasha K and dragged or did some shady shit towards T.S. Madison or Tasha K? So I'm sure T.S. Madison would say something. They said, have I heard about Roland Martin? Yes, I heard about Roland Martin, but let me tell you how I feel about Roland Martin. Okay, his scandal was he cheated on his wife. I'm not mad at Roland Martin for cheating on his wife. I'm mad at people that mess with kids. But Roland Martin cheated on his wife. So fucking what? Most of y'all husbands cheat on y'all. That's between him and his damn wife. And Roland Martin, he has done so much for the good in the black community, speaking out on different topics that y'all ain't gonna speak out on. The baddies ain't gonna speak out on. So I'm not gonna do a black straight man like that. I'm not going to tear down a black straight man like that, okay? No. Now, Roland Martin was accused of messing with kids. I say something. But his ass cheating, I don't give a fuck about him cheating. Hell, that's. I don't think that should have been news. I think y'all should keep that between yourselves. Roland Martin is, he does commentary. He's a YouTuber. He talks about politics and how, white racism and how the white cops are beating on the black cops' ass. he shine a lot of light on that where most people don't shine light on because they're so busy showing off their cars. They're so busy talking about whores. They're so busy talking about Gucci and flexing. So I appreciate him for doing what he got to do. Tell his wife, cheat back. Shit. I guess do what you want to do, child. Take it to God. Pray about it. I don't know. Divorce his ass and move on. But I'm not mad at Roland Martin for cheating. That's between him and his wife. I'm not mad at him. Now, like I said, if it was a child involved, I'll feel a different way, but I don't feel no way. Okay? That's why I didn't report on the shit. Yeah? All right, y'all. Well, I'm out of here. I'm out.